What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Taurean Rain Reloaded channel. If you are new, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also be sure to have your bell click and your notification set to all so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video or go live. Also be sure to have your notifications set to all on your mobile devices as well. Be sure to like, comment, and share this content on your various social media platforms. So today we are taking a trip for me, about 45 minutes up north to Baltimore, where you have this individual whose name is Timothy Reynolds, who was recently deleted for basically not minding his business. So basically what happened was you had these boys, they call them squeegee boys, were basically boys that come around and just wash your car or wipe down your car a little bit for a bit of a little fee. And that's very common in Baltimore. And all of a sudden, what should have been just a kind gesture turned into a deadly scene, because this guy right here got out of his car, grabbed a bat as if he was prepared to attack one of them, and one of the boys who ended up shooting him to death. Now, I almost stumbled over my words. The boys were black, and as you can see, Timothy Reynolds is white. Now, they have now gone and officially charged this 15-year-old boy, a teenager, with murder, when this was clear-cut self-defense. Now, what's interesting is that when Kyle Rittenhouse did what he did, even though we know that wasn't self-defense, even though they ruled it as such, and his supporters are going to claim that until they are 6 feet in the ground, we know that this was clear self-defense. But what have I told y'all on my channel for so long? When it comes to black people defending themselves against people like the guy you see in your picture, it's never seen as self-defense. They will turn it into something completely different. It's very rare that black people are able to get that self-defense claim on them and have it stick. Remember, what else doesn't work for black people is that stand your ground law. I can't think of one black person yet that law has worked for. Not one time. It's like every time I do a story about a black person and stand your ground comes up, it's always shut down or it's just never applied at all. But if the roles are reversed, then it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and read this article that's coming from CBSnews.com. A 15-year-old boy was arrested Thursday in the shooting death of Timothy Reynolds, the 48-year-old man killed last week in a confrontation with squeegee workers in Baltimore's Inner Harbor. The unidentified teen was taken into custody about 6:35 a.m. at a home in Essex, Baltimore police said. Police said the 15-year-old and his father were interviewed by homicide detectives before he was booked into the Baltimore City intake facility. The teen is charged as an adult with first-degree murder in the death of Reynolds, who died July 7th after he was shot during a dispute with squeegee workers at a busy Inner Harbor intersection. Now, look at that. Not only was he charged with murder, but they charged him with first degree, as in they're saying, or they're trying to say, that this boy premeditated murdering this guy. That's a very hyper extended reach to say that he planned to do this. He didn't know this man from a can of paint, and he didn't know this kid from a can of paint. But this guy took it upon himself to pick up a bat and prepared to start swinging. And he defended himself as well as the other boys that was there with him. And they charged him as an adult. What did I tell y'all? This is a us versus them society. Baltimore, and remember, this is the Baltimore PD we're talking about here. They will forever remain in my top 5 most corrupt police departments. Baltimore Police Commissioner Michael Harrison said the teen was 14 at the time of the deadly shooting last week, so he just turned 15. Harrison called the arrest another sad reminder that guns are too easily accessible to our young people. Now they want to use this application because this is a young black boy that had a firearm that was defending himself against this guy right here who had a bat. I guess it would have just been fine if he used the bat and swung on them and bust their head to the white meat. We have seen time and time again the willingness of individuals to illegally carry and use these weapons, Harrison said, and we know they make the decision to do so the moment they leave the house, not just when they pull the trigger. The commissioner said he hopes the arrest brings a measure of closure to Reynolds' loved ones. The shooting unfolded about 4:30 p.m. July 7th near the corner of Light and Conway Streets. Police said there was an initial confrontation between the workers and Reynolds, who parked his car and got out armed with a bat. He was advancing toward the group when he was shot. Now, listen to that. This guy kicked it off when he went to his when he got out of his car, got a bat, and started to walk over to these boys as if he was prepared to swing. The minute that I see someone just charging over at me, I'm already taking them as a threat before they even get a chance to push the point the bat up in the air before they begin to, and also before they prepare to swing in a motion that's in my direction. This kid saw it as a threat and had to take care of said threat before the threat took care of him and the people he was with. But it's like they completely glossed over that and immediately hit him with the first-degree murder charge. Oh, we're going to charge him as an adult. That's the part that gets me right here. Not just the fact that they charged him with murder, but they charged him with murder in the first degree as if he planned to take this guy out. This wasn't planned. They, in my opinion, overcharged. And I hope that he has a good lawyer if this should go to trial and points that out, where he can, get off, because he really shouldn't even be charged with anything. Like we said, if Kyle Rittenhouse, or as I call him, Kyle Rittenhouse, can get a self-defense charge for what he did, then this should have been a self-defense charge for sure for this 15-year-old. But we know why he didn't get that. He didn't get the self-defense thing his way. Here you have a young black boy working with his friends or whoever he's working with, making some little money. And then you got this guy right here who wanted to smoke, and the 15-year-old bought the fire. And the 15-year-old just happened to be black. And the threat, in my honest opinion, was white. Y'all gotta excuse me. It's kind of early in the morning. I'm just still trying to get my words together. And that's what they saw. This young black male taking out this older white male. In my honest opinion, that's what they saw. The shooter took off before police arrived. Officers called to the scene found Reynolds shot multiple times. He was taken to a hospital but did not survive. Police initially said Reynolds swung the bat at the squeegee workers but would not answer questions Thursday regarding Reynolds' exact actions and what led them to charge the teenager with murder. But Harrison did say they have a strong case. Now, so he did swing. It's not like he was about to. He was swinging in an attempt to hit them. Investigators have been pursuing leads and tracking down evidence, including video footage, since the deadly confrontation unfolded last week. A combined reward of $16,000 was offered for tips leading to an arrest and conviction in the shooting. Harrison also told WJZ on Thursday that he will not comment on the reward. I can say it was a collective collaborative effort that allowed us to get this information this fast, to track down this individual and pick him up this morning, he said. He would not say whether the suspect lived at the Essex location. Harrison said a warrant was issued Wednesday and he had not seen the charging documents. While we can't say where he lives, it was good detective work that allows us to track him there and make an arrest without harm and without incident, he said. Harrison did not say whether he was able to obtain information on the gun used in the killing. I cannot talk about any evidence that may have been seized as to not compromise the integrity of this ongoing investigation. He would not say whether the suspect lived at the Essex location. Harrison said a warrant was issued Wednesday and he had not seen the charging documents. While we can't say where he lives, it was good detective work that allows us to track him there and make an arrest without harm and without incident. Helgren asked Harrison whether he was able to obtain information on the gun used in the killing. I cannot talk about any evidence that may have been seized as to not compromise the integrity of this ongoing investigation. We have to get serious about what we're doing to prevent illegal guns from getting into the hands of people who should not have them, Mayor Brandon Scott said Thursday. Anytime we have incidents of violence, we are going to work to bring those individuals into custody. We know this is a complete tragedy, Mayor Scott told WJZ. I want to thank our Baltimore police officers, especially homicide school police, everyone who assisted in bringing this person in. Now we'll turn it over to the rest of the justice system. What we're going to do is help our community heal in all facets, especially the communities impacted. Reynolds was an engineer and father of 3 whose family has asked for privacy. WJZ was unable to reach family members of the suspect in his killing. Police have not named the teenager. One prominent defense attorney said he was contacted to represent him, but has not decided whether to do so. Like I said, and many of others who have come across this story have said, this was self-defense. It's just amazing how they made this guy the victim. He came over with a bat and proceeded to begin swinging on some teenagers. And one teenager had his power tool, and he used it. But like I said, when you're black in America, that self-defense thing never, I won't say it never works out, but is a very slim chance that it does. It's very rare that it does work out. I mean, look at what happened with Breonna Taylor and Kenneth Walker. They came into their home, and shot it up and killed her. And Kenneth Walker shot back, and he almost went to jail for a long time if it wasn't for Judge Olu Stevens for getting him out and having those charges be dropped. And he was using self-defense. That's a perfect scenario right there. But they made the ones who came in there appear like they were the victims. Like I said, stand your ground. That never works for black people. And now you have this situation here. Black kid defending himself and the people he was with against this bat-wielding maniac. Yes, I said that. They can make him the victim all they want. I'm not. In my honest opinion, and like I said earlier in this video, he was the threat. And that black kid eliminated it. Oh well. What did they tell us? Oh yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I think that that phrase applies here. You ain't gonna get no tears from me.